And among all the people uh, uh, um, upheld the teachings of the Buddhas, the Chodai Gyatso started the tradition of holding the Monlam, the Great Monlam, during the first month of the Choto Denshin.
Later on, it started in the first month of Tibetan calendar. Then they made a big tent with 100 pillars, and on top of that there were ganjiras, and then the golden pinnacles, and there were with millions the mandala created with millions of pearls and gold, and with different colors, the umbrellas, and then lots of crystal, and also very decorative. He made it so decorative, especially made for that kind of offerings, and this the most elaborate offerings he made, and then started this Garchen Merlam. And some of the great masters who came there at that time said that they could not believe whether it was real or a dream. That kind of elaboration, and so great masters have a lot of skillful ways of helping people. So during those Garchen Merlams, they were also staging lots of dramas and plays on the life of Buddha and great bodhisattvas. And actually the seventh Karmapa never used to talk about the kind of usual gossip. He never did any gossip. He only talked about Dharma and things like that. So even anybody who came to see him, he used to make them stay there at least for 3 days or 7 days, and then only he used to see very briefly. So it was very difficult to see him. But when this great Mellam started, then he made it very elaborate, and he created lots of things to entertain people and for people to learn things with his skillful means. And so the present Karmapa also is creating the similar way with his skillful means and with his great compassion. So the actual play that we are staging now is the life of the Karma Pakshi and his students, and Ojenpa and his student. The Toche Karma Pakshi is a very short biography of Karma Pakshi. So let me tell you some story about Karma Pakshi. That time, the great master of Buddhism in India said that the most important master of Buddhism now is in Tibet. He said. So when Karmapa Tüsümchenpa passed away, he said that somebody who is born near Jansi River, Deshu River, will be able to fulfill my wishes. That's what he predicted, the Karmapa, first Karmapa predicted, and accordingly he was. This is his family comes from the king of Tibet. About 13 generations after the Teshong Detsen, he was born in that very family, and then later on he created lots of miracles, and in the court of Kublai Khan, and then he created this Tsurpur Lachen, the great Buddha image in Tsurpur. And then he actually received teachings from Vajravarahi Dorje Phamo, and the great Siddha Trupta Ojenpa was a great master, but the second Karmapakshi made him humble, made him feel very humble, lose all his pride, and became his student. So this play is about to start, so please enjoy it. Yes.
It's okay. Hey!
What?
Hey! Get up, you hypocrites! Get up! Ma Siddhapa Orjinpa is coming from Lota. He's like the sky that covers the earth. So don't just lie there sleeping. Get up, you all. Hey, hey! Get up, get up, get up! Get up, shoot long. It is. Is there a fire? What's happening? Hey. Oh. Oh, that's it. Where did it go there? Oh, what's that? Get up, get up. Oh. Hey, wake up, wake up. Oh, come on. Oh, it's too early in the morning. Oh, this is it. Oh, no. I better get up.
Hey, what's over there? Oh, no, what's it? Where's Lam? Where's my Zen?
I better go get it. Oh yeah. Oh no. Okay, go. Okay. Oh no, I better put that on. Oh, this is terrible. Oh, precious Lama. What would you like us to do? From the region of Lata, the Mahasiddha Orjimpa. Is now approaching to see me. From Lata, the Mahasiddha Orjimpa is now approaching to see me. So now you are. So knead some dough, make some butter, fix some molasses, and get everything ready, right? Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, okay. Okay, you take care of the rest. Okay, take care of this and make sure that you're wearing everything's right then. Precious Lama. Now we've gotten here. Let's rest for a few minutes. Please have some samba. Samba. Oh yes, samba. Make some samba. place. But the Lama said we would have come to see the Karmapa 2 days ago. But the Lama said the Karmapa said they're really busy. So we later checked. And now we're almost all out of food. The Lama and I might starve. But before we get to Tsupo, we disciples probably will. We're gonna die. What's this? This is strange. Precious Lama, the Karmapa told us to bring tea and come here to welcome you. Oh, imagine that. The Mahasiddha Karmapa is a real Mahasiddha. He knew without thinking of this that we were coming. I'll take refuge in him. Okay, go for refuge. Please have some tea. Now that turned out real well, didn't it? Oh, look. Where did I put my cup? Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, where did I put it? Oh. That's not in there. Oh, jeez. Oh, here it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, just give me a bit. Oh, yeah. Oh, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, that's real great. Ah, yeah. In all of our lives, may we never be separate from the three jewels. We make this offering to this jewels in order to receive their blessings. That's really tasty tea, yeah. Yeah. I was about to die of hunger before they brought that tea. But I'm eat as much as I can. Wait. Oh, this is a really good samba, isn't it? Now please get ready to go on. We're getting related, isn't it? Oh yeah. Almost ready. Okay, I'll help you pick that up. Wait, don't push, don't push, don't shove. No shoving, no shoving. Oh, no. Oh, please, don't shove. Don't push. Oh, no, don't push. Oh, yeah. Oh, what's that going on over there? I'm not sure what's happening. Yeah, we better go help out. Yeah, go to help. Yeah. Don't push and don't push it. We've made all the preparations. We're just ready for the Lama to arrive. This is good. It's turned out well. Oh, Lama Rinpoche, Orgyur Rinpoche has been escorted by the golden procession, so he's just about to arrive. Oh, imagine that. Look how wonderful it is. Oh, precious Lama. Oh, these holy objects belong to Mahasiddha Rinpoche. The offering objects have been offered by the King of Mongolia. This is the sort of exceptional holy things the Karmapa has. Oh my goodness. Oh, they're really extraordinary, aren't they? Whoa, Drupta Orgyinpa. You were supposed to arrive here 3 days ago, but only arriving now. All the molasses I prepared is rotted. What happened? I was engaging in reversing meditation to block the Drukpas, so I didn't come. If you know how to do reversing meditation, put shit in your mouth and put the molasses in your butt. Oh, it's a don't. Oh, Drupta Orgyinpa. You very much wanted to go to the Silma Hill in Tsang, but instead of coming to me, Don't you know I hooked you involuntarily with bodhicitta and the Daknis, Dharmapalas and protectors? Now it says that there is no Mahasiddha greater than you in Tibet. They don't really say that. So now sing a song of your realization. Oh, Wanja. Today, on this good auspicious day, the Siddha Ordigyenpa has also come to this place. On this auspicious day, the Siddha Ordigyenpa has come to this place. So you all, make great Torma offerings to the Dharmapalas. Beat the great drum. Sound the white conch. Quickly tell all the people in the country around Surpu that since the Siddha Ordigyenpa has come, they should all greatly rejoice. If they have anything to offer, they should make offerings. If they want to request Dharma, they should request it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey! Everyone around Surpu Monastery. Siddha Ordigyenpa has come, so come to see him. If you want to receive Dharma, come to ask for it. Hey! Everyone in Surpu, come quick! Since the Siddha Ordigyenpa has come, is it okay if we offer a song and dance? Yes, it is fine.
so let's dance for him.
Sit down, sit down.
Look at these. Yeah, don't look at, don't touch. Look at that one. Oh, look at that. That must be really expensive. Oh, come over, look at this one. Look at, here's really something really important. Oh, look at that one. Oh, amazing. Isn't that funny? Look at that one there. Woo. Why these hypocritical lamas, disciples of Sido Orgenpo, look at these material things instead of looking at the lama's face. Now, I was known well as the Karmapa. I have an apartment to give you, Mahasiddha Urgyampa. Okay, bring the initiation substances. I will give you the empowerment of the greatly compassionate Gyawa Gyatso. In your lineage, how many will there be who will wear such black hats as this? By the cunning deceit of the Gyambakaris, the black hat lineage will be cut. However, bearer of the black hat will come from Latu. And then there will be many others, as many as the rain falling from the sky. Recognize that empty appearances are the Dharmakaya. Unimpeded energy is the Sambhogakaya. The appearance is diverse as the Namakaya. Therefore all appearance and existence are of one taste with the three kayas. You and I have been student and disciple for many lives. You and I, for many lives, have been master and student. Now, since your disciples are in the area of Latu, go there and work for the welfare of beings by means of Gyawa Gyatso and by the pointing out of the three kayas. The Genyin Dorje Gyalpo should also accomplish Urgyenpa's activity. describes how, or shows how Urjimpa met the third Karmapa Rangjin Dorje. As regarding the third Karmapa Rangjin Dorje, Urjimpa had received from Kapachadra when he met the second Karmapaksha.
So this is the prediction made by the second Karmapa. He asked a person in Chidong, a beggar actually, not ask him to give. Can you give me some place to live? And then when he asked, when we told this to his friends, then they were laughing. They said, "You don't have yourself a place to live. How can you give Karmapa a place to live?" So the Karmapa was born to that person. And at that time, Karmapa also said that all my activities of this life has been finished. So now I'll come back somewhere in Latu. And when Toto Ojempa first met the second Karmapa, he was trying to meditate on Vajrapani and try to kind of subdue the Karmapa, but it was not possible. So therefore, the Toto Ojempa got very much convinced that the second Karmapa was such a great master that he was much more realized than himself, and then he became his student, and then received teachings and predictions, and then the second Karmapa asked him to recognize his reincarnation from Latu. Now this says, I had a dream last night that I have met Karmapa. The attendant is saying, there is somebody here, a small child, who is saying that he is Karmapa. It is possible, so you must go and bring that child here. If he is really the Karmapa, then I will make a big throne next to me, which is higher than my own throne. And if he is really the Karmapa, then he will dare to sit on that throne. Otherwise, he would not. So let us see whether he dared to sit on that throne or not. The father comes quickly. Who are you? I'm Karmapa, who is known by everybody. And he sits on the throne. If you are my teacher, what did we talk about when we met last time? can't see it. Okay, we talked about Bodh Gaya and things like that. What did I give? What did you give me? I gave you the black hat, and so, oh, that's the truth. It's in my room. Go and get it. Our teacher, the Buddha in the land of India, and you in the land of Tibet, are free of stains. Other than the Buddha Shakyamuni in India, and you in the land of Tibet, there is no one who has not been stained in the womb. Now you are the first Tulku in Tibet, so everyone should rejoice. So this is how the Tulku Ujjhenpa recognizes the third Karmapa, and this is the first time that a great master recognizes another person as a Tulku of a great master. So although the first Karmapa, Tuzum Chemba, was the first Tulku, but the third one is the one who is recognized by another Lama. These are the Khampa dances. The Eastern Tibet. What is now? So these dances were from the Suja Tibetan students, the Suja school in Dharamsala. The students. Now the next program. The third Karmapa Rangjon Dorje and his student the recognition of the third Karmapa, the first Tusum Chamber, the first the song or the dance was the dance from the birthplace of the first Karmapa. And then in 1961, the 16th His Holiness Karmapa started Tibetan opera, and this is what this opera company or opera organization of Rumtek Monastery is going to present to you. Jataka story of one of the lives of the Buddha before he became Buddha, and this is the story of the Chujal, the Dharma King Norzang. It's done in the classical Tibetan opera style. These are called the repas, an auspicious kind of dances. The Tibetan opera was started by the Trubchen Thangtong Jalpo, the great Siddha Thangtong Jalpo. This is presented by the people in Rumtek Monastery. making prostrations or the homage by the Ramte Gamapa opera Usually these operas are played the whole day. This story goes the whole day. I don't know, maybe they are going to play a little part or small part of it. But this is because this is something that was started by the 16 Kamapa, and the 16 Kamapa was very interested in this particular kind of opera. So therefore, sometimes they used to play like 7 days continuously in Rumtek. So he's already the 17th Kamapa tries to revive this tradition, and therefore he asked the people in Rumtek especially to prepare themselves and bring a small kind of presentation here. So that's why this is here. I think some of the people playing here maybe from that time of the 16 Kamapa also, and maybe most of them are new entrants, younger ones. So this is the king, Norbu Zangbo. He's kind of arriving to his court, and he was one of the former lives of Buddha. It seems all the characters of the player here. Drama. Seems there is nothing much more. This is, this Chögyal Norzang went for a war and he got the victory, and when he comes back, this is the reception, and this one is the father, the king, father of Chögyal Norzang, with a red kind of a mask, and there's a long story how he, a kind of a goddess is trapped by a hunter, and then kind of eventually she meets Chögyal Norzang, and they fall in love, and it's a very long and nice story actually. But the whole story will not be presented here. This is just a sample of that. Kiki soso la jalo means may all be may positives win. May the victory be to the positive, to the devas. As a branch of the Garchen Melam Chemo, the presentation is complete. Now all the artists please come on the stage. Last time it was the play of the great Milarepa's biography was staged last time, and this time His Holiness has made this possible to stage the life of second Karmapa and recognition of the third Karmapa. And now we request His Holiness the 17th Karmapa to give a short address. The first the director of the TIPA, please come forward. The director of TIPA, Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts. The teacher of the Suja school in Dharamsala. This is a school for Tibetans who have arrived more recently as refugees from Tibet. And the Rumtek Monastery's Opera Center, the teacher. Today, the special place, Bodh Gaya, the special time, the Chotul Dawa, the first month of Tibetan calendar, the month of miracles, and where the Garchen Melam Chemo is started, and as according to the tradition that was before, so we are following that, try to present the life of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and those who I must express my heartfelt thanks to all the performers here. Actually, the seventh Karmapa's time, in the morning they do the practice of 20 branch um, prayers, and in the evenings or afternoons then they make the performances. And but here we can't have that kind of facilities here. uh, but but in future I hope this kind of system can be continued, because when Buddhas, Bodhisattvas give teachings, it's not just kind of talks or teachings, but it is uh, in many different ways, like the minds, the how the aspirations and way, and in many different ways it helps countless beings. So by seeing the life of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, it can leave very strong impressions on our mind also. So therefore I feel that the presentation of the life stories of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas is a very useful and purposeful thing. And so therefore this is something like a seed of the life of during this preparation of this performance. Many people have helped a great deal. These 4 pillars, there many people have helped. Day and night they worked. So especially the TIPA, the Tibetan Institute of Performing Arts, they have very sincerely worked on it and performed very well. They did the same way last time when we did the Milarepa's performance. So I would like to really thank them all. And also the Sucha Tibetan Homes students. For a long time we have great relationship, and they also according there's something that's related with the tradition of Tibet, long-term culture, and their performance made me kind of come the view of my own birthplace, countryside. And especially I would like to thank them. And also the Dixie Aji Sopa of Rumtek Monastery. This was started by the 16th Karmapa. He was very interested in this kind of operas, and we need to continue that, preserve and also develop this this form of art. So I have especially asked them to come here and make a presentation. But they have taken great interest, and they've kind of performed it with great devotion and sincerity, and I hope that they will develop and continue to develop more and more. So I would like to give them my thanks and gratitude. In short, this performance is something related with Dharma, not much related to the worldly things. So these kind of Dharma-related performances, I would like to dedicate whatever merit is accumulated from there towards making towards sowing a seed of positive something positive karma in all of us. And I feel that all the obstacles that's to the life of His Holiness Dalai Lama and all the great beings be evaded, and may there be great love and kindness and compassion and peace throughout the world.